So what makes the form reliable and producing unprecedented results every time out is that we don't give you information. We don't give you more knowledge. You see what's the blind spot that's in the way of you actually living the life you love, taking the actions that matter to you, not compromising. When you see that blind spot and you get it out of the way, you're just naturally free to live the life you love. And then a little girl popped up in the screen, and I unmute them and I asked them, what do you want to share about? What did you accomplish in the forum? Now, I couldn't recognize her because she hadn't shared it all weekend. And I was like, look at her name, like, who is she? And she said, she was about to say something, but her spouse spoke up and said, I wasn't in the forum, but my wife was. But I thank all of you because I'm here. And I don't know what happened, but we've been separated and going through a divorce for about 6 years. And then, I don't know, this new wife comes along and says, knocks on the door, and he says, what's up? And I'm expecting to have a fight with her. She said, pick up the phone. I'm picking up my phone. We're going to do this together. Call your lawyer and tell him we're ending the divorce. And I'm calling my lawyer right now. And I'm going to tell him we're going to end the divorce. This is over. The fighting's over. I love you. And we're going to make it work. And by the way, and she brought in her little daughter, here's your daughter you haven't seen in 6 years. Now he looked at us, and that little girl got to be with her mom and her dad for the first time in 6 years. And he said, I don't know what you're doing, but we're going to make it work. Now, these things happen all the time. Miracles for people, where they haven't been able to reconcile something, so they end up in divorce, but it's not what they really want. You know, talking about a life you really love, it's we settle and compromise because we've tried everything. We've tried books, we've tried marriage counseling, we've tried communication, we've tried mediators, and nothing worked, but all they had was a blind spot. But it was absolutely worth it because the outcome was they got a family. So when you come to the special evening about the Landmark Forum, it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be quite enrolled and thrilled about what life could be based on finding areas of your life that are important to you that maybe you've been stuck, you haven't been acting on. And you're going to walk out of there with a real good sense of how the forum can make a real difference and make what you want real. And ultimately, I promise, it's going to be engaging. You're going to be captivated. You're going to be inspired by people and what could be possible. And you could leave there with a whole new future in an area of life that you had given up on or couldn't even see could be worth your life. So you come, it will be worth everything.